Hey guys, and welcome back to the Interceptor MCOC. So I'm about their war video. So today we're going to be facing Furious Gods, or FNG, and this is Alliance War Season 17, number 9. So going into this war, we are 4-4 with 4 deaths. So we're dying once every 2 wars approximately, so we want to keep up something like that. But today in Section 1 we have the Path 5, and I actually wasn't assigned to Section 2 yet. I was preemptively assigned Path 4, but that's only assuming someone else clears their path, because we had 2 backup, as Path 4 was the easier path, but it turns out we didn't need the backup, so I ended up taking that. So first on this node is Unblockable Special 1 with Power Focus 1, and Taskmaster is actually a control champion, so he's going to be a little annoying, but we're going to do it. So I am going to boost up a bit. Let me just skip through all this and go into the fight. So we're going with Ghost. The plan is to just give him power. It doesn't really matter as long as we kill him somewhat fast. We don't really need to bait specials. If he throws them, he throws them, but we don't really care. We're still killing him just fine. He actually ends up parrying me there. I was a little confused, but we ended up getting it. So I had to pause there because someone was yelling at me, and I told them to shut up. Like, I'm not making a joke. That's actually what happened. I was playing this in my living room, and someone started yelling at me for some reason, so I had to pause it and tell them to shut up. So yeah. We finished that fight off. It was a little sketchy. Took a little break in the middle, but then we go to this Human Torch, and we're gonna be using Ghost as well. So Human Torch is not control, so this is a much easier fight. So we're still gonna heal up from the little bit of damage he took. So let's go into the fight. So of course we're running suicides for this war. We didn't place with suicides, but we turned them on for Alliance War attack. As we near the end of the season, I try not to place with suicides, but we just need to get to 1 special 2, and this fight was already over. If I could have thrown it right there, I don't know why I didn't, but he's throwing his specials, so there we go. But as you can see, the second hit got him to 8%, so the third hit could have clearly done about 10 to 15%, so I could have thrown it earlier, but 15 hit fight, not really anything I can complain about. So let's go into the next clip. So this is Section 2, and like I said, I ended up taking Path 4, so we are going to heal up Ghost even though it's just a little bit. And this is a Doctor Doom, but the note on here is kind of more towards champions that are running suicides. So if you're like the player that has to put on suicides for Elsa on defense, you place the Aegis nodes, so suicides isn't a detriment. This is the kind of node that you place your last few champs on, just because they're kind of throwaways, and suicides actually make your champions better on these nodes, especially since for champions that get power gain like Doctor Doom. So we're gonna boost up a little smaller, but that's because this is not the only fight we're taking. So let's go into the fight. It's basically a really standard Doctor Doom fight. So there, I don't really know how I didn't get the first opening, but we didn't. We're doing 6k, and when I saw suicides, I was really happy, because despite the fact that it means some more power gain for him, it does mean we get to kill him a lot faster, so I'm fine with that. I've become extremely consistent with his special 1 evade. In hindsight, I should have gone for 4-hit combos once he got the shock on me, so that I could guarantee getting the passive Fury. But there, he just managed to throw it while I was phasing, so I don't mind that at all. And since it's not the last hit of the special 2, and he does have his aura up, we are still able to throw our unblockable special 2 with Ghost and take that fight down. So far, every fight has been under 20 hits. This one's not going to be that short. But this is Black Widow, and remind you, this is Flow Global, and this is the unblockable node. So if you guys didn't know, this node is my nemesis. So I've died 3 times of my last 6 deaths to this node. Not fun. Doesn't matter who they place on this node, I will find a way to die to it. And having already recorded a future war, I will tell you, since this war, I have once again died to this node. Somehow it happened. But yeah, let's keep going. So we get hit by a special 3. Basically, she has such weak defense that all we need to do is throw our own special 2 and she's gonna die from like 50%. So we ended up throwing it there. She actually ended up surviving just because she threw a special 3, and that's kind of how you activate the backup thing for Claire. But she throws another special 3, which of course, since we took in the team of Ghost, Wasp, and Hood, the Trinity, we are immune to damage on special 3s or whenever we're phasing. So there I saw that her save thing, or whatever it's called, I don't know what her ability's called. Oh, sorry, I saw that it ended, so we are going back out, and now we're going into the next clip. So I was not supposed to take this node here, but the guy that was supposed to take it did not have the proper champs. I don't remember why, because this was like 4 days ago when this was recorded, but for some reason, some weird reason, I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, they weren't able to do it, so I had to do it. And we are going in with Ghost. Mind you, this node is actually critical resistance, but on this node we actually want to crit as much as possible. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically, yeah, that's the way it works. So I gotta go forward just a bit till we finish boosting. So we are using full tech boost, and you'll see I'm using the big boosts, my 20%. And that is because I did not have any of the 20% attack boosts or the 30% attack and health boosts. And if you guys actually look at my profile picture, this was the last war before I pushed for 100% Act 6. So I think it was the day after this is when I got my first, sorry, not the day after this. 2 days after this was when I got my first rank 3 6-star, and I changed my profile. So of course we got him to throw special 2, which was really lucky. But you can actually not, you can't dex it. You have to phase it and parry the last hit, so it does less damage. But we're looking good. I'm half a minute in here where he's down to 59, but this fight is about to turn around for the worse. So he's not throwing his special 3, he keeps throwing a special 2, and sometimes that means that I'm taking a lot of damage on the parry, especially when he has his Fury phase, like right now. Like my parry did 667 damage there, which is kind of ridiculous, but he just will not stop throwing that special 3, and it is really annoying. So I did get hit twice there, but we're down to 34%. If he had been like acting normally and not throwing his specials, which is the way the AI normally works on Flow, this fight would have been absolutely fine. So we decided to throw our own special 3 just because he didn't hit into our phase there. And right out of the special 3, you actually are given, regardless of your situation with phase, at the time of throwing it, you're able to dash back right away in phase. So now we just want to burn it down. We just need to get to special 2. And also, after he uses his special 3, he actually gets all of his phases at the same time. So you're not able to dex because you take that extra damage from buffs. But once again, this guy just will not stop with his special 3 or special 2s. So right here, I decided to go for an unblockable special 2, I believe. No, I just go for one-hit combos. Okay, that's fine. But anyways, we got through that fight. Unfortunately, because I'm so boosted and I am taking the Guillotine 2099 boss, that does mean that look at all these items I have to use. I did heal to full. So now this is a rank 3 6-star Guillotine 2099, and going into this fight, I had a plan. I know how to do this fight. I phased a bunch of times at the start to try to gain some more power, and now I back myself into my own corner. Now we get him to her to throw the heavy, and then we counter with our own heavy, and then we just go back and we make sure that we get to our special 2 before she gets to her special 3. Due to the tech boost, every special 2 we throw, added to the damage from every the tech boosts, the damage we deal to him is going to give me another special 2. So the cycle is at the beginning of the fight, let him hit me, or let her hit me, and then activate that thing, and then just cycle special 2, eat special 3, cycle special 2, eat special 3. So I end up dying here, but let's just go back. let me show you something that happened. So, Guillotine 2099 uses her special 3. So let's slow it down a bit. So here, she's throwing her special 3, right? She comes out of the special 3, and my inputs get locked. Now, in this moment, right here, I am spamming the absolute hell out of dash back. Not tapping it. I'm not gently swiping back. I try gently swiping back, and what does my champ do? For an entire 2 seconds, walks calmly up to Guillotine 2099 and gets clipped. At this point, I was yelling at my phone. I know how to swipe back clearly, and I did it very clearly on my screen. The input got dropped. Don't know what happened, but anyways, I just was not able to move until after I got hit. I don't know what was going on there, but here I'm able to phase, and then she throws her special 2. At this time, since I have no phase, there is absolutely no way I could have got out of that situation. The only possible way is if I throw my special 3, and at the time that I would have thrown my special 3, it would not have given the opponent enough power to get to a special 3 of their own, so it actually wouldn't have helped me out as much as you would think. But we ended up still winning this war, which is great. And I end up taking 5 attacker kills. I'm not certain. We'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it must be 5. Where am I? I also got some defender kills. 5 attacker kills, 1 defender kill. That defender kill, of course, came from MODOK once again, as he gets most of my defender kills. But as of that war, we actually dropped back into Platinum 2. But we're going to try to make our way back up for the rest of the season. So that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. That type of stuff with dropped inputs has been happening to me a lot recently, but it's just something that happens to everyone in the game, something you have to deal with. But I will be back, Guillotine 2099. I will get my revenge, and I will solo a boss, and it's going to be a rank 3 6-star too. That is going to be it. I hope you guys like the war. Good job to Furius Gods, or F and G. You guys put up a good fight, even though it was a very, very one-sided war, with us winning by 1,400 points. Is that 1,400? Yeah, 1,600 points, exactly. But that makes us 5-4 on the season, so we're slightly positive. And we also have 5 deaths on the season. So we're trying to keep it under 6 or below. But you guys are going to see how that goes as the season continues. That is going to be it for me.